Hey guys, I want to just make a quick video. Hopefully that'll help you out like it helped me out. It's about airbag connectors, which are these. And if your vehicle has been involved in an accident in which your driver's airbag deploys, it'll look like this. Of course, after you cut the airbag out, which is what I did, you can see here. And you end up getting something like this. So what I'm going to tell you is there's a way for you to get an airbag reinstalled without having to go and buy one of these, which is a clock spring with good airbag connectors on them. You can see here that the airbag connectors are good on there, but you have to go through a lot to actually change this, and you don't really have to do that. Not to mention they're really expensive. Even if you buy them used, they're pretty much expensive. They can be over $100. So I'm going to show you where you can actually change your airbag connectors, which are these that I got from a junkyard that they actually didn't even charge me for. I just cut the wires and I took them up front, and they say, go ahead, you can have them. So you're going to need 2 of these, and what you're not going to have to do is splice any wires. You don't have to do that because, eventually they could come loose and, could cause a problem, cause your airbag light to come on. So you're not going to have to splice anything. Also, I saw a video where a guy actually removed the wires. He opened up this and then he took some kind of knife or tool or something like that, and he changed the inside of the something he did. But anyway, you don't have to do that either. So I'm going to show you how you can change your airbag connectors and get them back to basically factory, the way they were before the accident. And all you're really going to need is basically a really small flathead screwdriver. And I have 3 tools here, but you're only going to need 1. So I'm going to just use this little tiny screwdriver. And I need to hurry to try to make this video quick. Okay, so this is really all you're going to need. So if your car's been involved in an accident and you want to change your airbag, chances are when you take your airbag out of the car, you're going to have this. Because the airbag, once it deploys, there's some type of explosive mechanism in here, and it gets very hot, and it actually melts the contacts onto the back of the metal part of the airbag. And usually if you're going to change your airbag, you end up ripping those wires out, trying to break this plastic piece loose that's been melted. And you actually end up, destroying the wires and the connections and stuff like that. So you don't really need to do that. Okay, so I was going to make this video in a car, but it's really not necessary. What you want to do is you want to remove your airbag screws, and you want to carefully pull out your airbag. Your connectors will still be connected to this. They're going to be melted on, but this is where your skill comes in. What you want to try to do is you want to try to carefully get your connectors from the melted part without bending them. They're in an L shape, and I'll try to show you one real quick here. It's going to be part of the demonstration if I can get them off real quick. Just bear with me here. There. Okay, this one went back down. There we go. Okay, so your connectors are going to be on here, and they're going to be melted on there. Okay, so what you want to try to do is you want to try to get the plastic. Don't worry about the plastic that's already melted. Don't worry about that. What you want to try to do is get the metal connections out of here without bending them. It's very important that you don't bend them. Okay, which can be done because if you look really closely, you'll see how those circles inside are perfect. So the contacts didn't melt, just the outside. So what you want to try to do is get those 2 connectors out, and I'm going to show you in here. Okay, this is what they look like, okay? I don't know if you can see that. So you want to try to pry those two. First of all, you want to take it out from here. This will help. This just pops right up. You see that pops out of there. And then very gently, you want to get these two connectors out of those holes. Okay, and they will come out just like this. Let me do the other side so you can see. Okay, they're going to come out and they're going to look exactly like this. Now, if you can manage to get your connectors from your blown airbag out and they look like this, that's going to be perfect. That's all you want to do. They're going to actually be stuck in here. You may even be able to get all the plastic off and they're still in, and you just want to gently ease them out, okay? So once you get both sides out of your deployed airbag, you don't need the airbag anymore. It's done. You can trash it, throw it away, okay? So then you're left with this. That's where these come in, where you go to your junkyard and then you just, you know, you get them. They may charge you maybe $1, $5 for both or something like that. But anyway, you want to get these and you want them to be intact. And it doesn't really matter as long as you have an orange or a yellow one, because remember, your airbag wires, you're still going to use. You're not going to cut them. They're going to be hanging on your car out of your steering wheel like this pretty much once you get both sides off. And once you do that, you're going to do what I just did with this one. You're just going to basically take it apart and it'll look like that. You'll do the same with this. And then once you take them apart, and as long as your airbag connectors, again, they look like this and they're in that L shape like that, you're going to be fine, okay? And then once you take your plastic connector part that's good that you got from the junkyard, once you take those out, you're just going to do everything you just did in reverse. You're going to insert them. I find it easier if you try to line them both up and do them at the same time, like that. And then you push them in. And the first thing I like to do is I like to lock down this piece right here. So it gives me like, kind of like a guide that snaps in there. And then you just slowly and gently get these back inside their little places. Okay, there's one, and there's two. So they're in there now, and you know, you can look at it from the side and make sure that it's flat. And then once that's done, you're going to close it back. You know, this thing here, you have to be really gentle with it. Just give it a little pull like this, and then bring it over, and then it snaps in right here on both sides. Okay, so that's done. Now remember, this is the wire that's in your car. You know, this is there, and all you did was just change the plastic connector. Okay, and then once you do that, you make sure you insert the locking clip back the proper way, and everything just basically snaps. Once you get it lined up, everything basically snaps back into place here, and I'll do that. And you don't necessarily have to lock it down, because remember, you're going to push this into the back of your airbag. And then once you do that, you'll press it down and lock it, and that holds your airbag in. And you basically do the same thing for the same side. I like to do them one at a time, although the back of your airbag is color coordinated, where, you know, orange goes to orange, yellow goes to yellow. And then once you get these two connectors on, you just put them in the back of your new airbag, snap them down, and that should take care of the problem. I definitely know for a fact that once you do that, if you have a code reader, your steering wheel, driver steering wheel airbag code will be gone once you do this. So again, that's all you need to do. Get these two connectors, and then you're going to separate the plastic, keep them intact. You throw this loose wire away, and then you insert the wires from your car onto the new plastic clips, and that's it. You know, as I said, I saw a guy who, once he got it out, he took the wire loose and pulled it. You don't have to do all of that. As long as you get the same wire connectors from a vehicle by your manufacturer. Like mine is a Nissan, so I got Nissan clips. These clips actually came out of a Nissan Versa, and I have an Altima, but as you can see, the colors are the same. So that's all that matters. The color of the wires, that won't matter because you're not using these wires. You're still using the existing wires from your car. Okay, so hope this video was helpful. You know, like and subscribe, and let me know how it works. Comment. Thank you.